these cars outside his house. He ended up in an accident on Freeway 41 with a wrong way driver that hit him head on, and he survived the crash, except that his faith didn't allow him to have a blood transfusion, so he didn't take it, and he died. And I felt so horrible because I did not have the strength to talk to him about term life insurance. I didn't know how to pivot into that at that point. And what that did was I started to see the destruction of the wife going through severe depression, not able to go to work, her parents moving from North Carolina to Fresno to help her to sell the property. And then guess what happened to the property? They sold it for undervalue to get out of it quickly. And then what ended up happening was they ended up moving to North Carolina and never heard another word about that family again. So, but what happened was that Steve P lived on with me, because then I believed, oh my gosh, I am really helping families. And so from that day forward, I became a believer in life insurance. Life insurance business is inside me, and I am not afraid to tell people what they need to do to protect the ones that they love. Life insurance is not for you. It's for the people that you leave behind.
I agree with that. I have a $500,000 policy too, and that's to help my wife. When something happens to me, that she will be in a good financial position. She'll have enough to worry about with me passing, but to have financial stress doesn't need to happen. So she'll be in a good, she'll be in a financially a reasonably good spot with that policy, and that's why it's so important for people to have these policies. I'm in total agreement on that.
Sure. What's beautiful today, Greg, is that the life insurance business has changed tremendously. I used to have to do, like an hour appointment, do 30 pages of signatures, go get blood, urine, doctor's records. All these things might take 45 to 60 days. And now I can get somebody insured within 12 minutes and have them with a policy immediately. And that is just a really, really great thing that's been occurring. I am with an operation that I joined in July called Global Financial Impact, GFI, and everything is all about fintech. We're a fintech company, and everything is about doing everything faster, faster, faster. And so it's really opened up my eyes to, getting people set up with insurance. Even people that have had chronic conditions can get life insurance nowadays with the current operation I'm under.
Yeah, and you have different. What type of insurance plans do you have available?
Sure.
What's the difference? Maybe two or three different ones.
Sure. Let me tell you this. Okay. Remember how I mentioned that Steve P wanted a whole life contract, and I wish I would have sold him a term life insurance contract. Well, there's also universal life. There's also indexed life. There's second to die life insurance. There is cash accumulation for retirement type of life insurance. There are funeral plans. There is just the gambit of life insurance products, and each product is tailored to each specific person that I deal with. And what I might do for you might be completely different for your brother. What I might do for your brother is completely different for his sister. Or everybody is different. It just depends on the household that I'm in and what I'm learning about them as we're going through things. But I'll tell you this, the best life insurance policy is the one that is in force on the day that you die. That's the best life insurance policy.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. And there's just different avenues like, the term life insurance and the universal. I have the universal life insurance right at $500,000 where I'm tied into the index and I make, residual, I make income there and I just let it sit there and you can borrow on it with no taxes. It's got a lot of benefits.
That's
Too much
right.
to go over on the podcast, but just to let everybody know, there's the term, it's a simple life insurance for a period of time. And if you pass away, X amount goes to your family, right? And
Right.
then there's things where you can be tied to the stock market and make money. So all of that, you guys can call Javier, forget all these different.
Greg, let me just 2 seconds. Let me just tell you that what you have, an index universal life, they call it an IUL. It
Yep.
has tax advantages, and there's ways that I can show you how to grow retirement accounts, income tax free through cash value IUL. But it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more complicated, and you really need to understand it. But I take the time to teach people, and I do appointments on Zoom, of all places. I'm not driving around everywhere. I still will, but I'll do appointments on Zoom as well.
Yeah, that's kind of nice for people, the speed of things. And the FFIUL I understand that because that's why I purchased it 10 years ago, and it
Sure.
really works. And term, they all work, to whatever, like you said, Javier, whatever's best for the situation and the family.
That's right.
What do you want to get out of it?
That's right.
Is it a budget type of life insurance? Is it a little extra and you want to grow it into the index, stock market? There's all kinds of ways. So the bottom line is I'm sold on it. Life insurance is very important. When you purchase a home, a multifamily, anything, you have assets that you owe on. You want to make sure that those things are covered plus extra balance left over for the family when something happens to you and you pass away. So I'm sold on that, and that's why we're putting Javier on the podcast today to give value to the clients.
That's right.
Anything else you want to add, Javier?
Yeah, I might just say this too. I'm also expanding. I have 52 agents under me. I'm training them to do what I do. And so if anybody's interested in learning, they may want another career opportunity, become your own boss, have a profitable business. I can teach you how to do that also. So just, any way that I can help, I'll be of service. Thank you.
That's absolutely. Well, let's we gave some good value today, Javier. Thank you for coming aboard, and you give them the name of your company and your call and text number.
Sure. So I am under Global Financial Impact. My email address is my name, Javier, Javier at JVJ. That's John, Victor, John, Javier at jvjfinancial.com. And my phone number is 559-475-4351. I'm on Facebook under Javier Valdes Jr. Shoot me out a DM. However you want to reach out to me, I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And Greg, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We'll continue to help these families. And my number is the real estate agent. Call, text is 559-260-1777. And Reitz, gregreitzfresno at gmail.com. That's GREGREITZ Fresno at gmail.com. We look forward to helping more families get into homes and protect them. All right, guys, have a great day.
All right.
Thank you, Javier.
All right. Take care.
Bye.